Satya, mind, body, spirit, health, and healing. In this TMS talk, Esther once again knocks it out of the park, with a little help from her friends. This TMS talk touches on a dynamic I have noticed in myself and others experiencing TMS. At some point, we shifted from the understanding that all symptoms are temporary to the belief that our particular symptom is absolutely permanent. But doesn't that seem a little bit extreme? Nope, I'm completely fucked, and so is everyone and everything else as well. All that really happened in reality is we reached our max level of emotional repression, and therefore our symptoms tended to be more intense and stick around longer than they once did. This led us to believe that our symptoms would never go away, thus our reality. But what about before you had your symptoms? Wasn't that just as real? Isn't it interesting that oftentimes our main internal argument against TMS is the pain itself? As if the pain is proof that our symptom is purely physical and permanent? This backwards thinking is actually what creates the perfect cycle of endless pain. The fact that the only time I even worry about pain is when I'm already in a fear-based emotion is proof of TMS itself. It cannot be said enough. The pain wasn't always there, and it will not always be there. All you have to do is let it go. This one's for you, Mom. I'm so glad you have found such wonderful teachers.
My situation is I have a chronic medical condition, not fatal, but very unpleasant. There's inflammation involved in the body. And I've been to many doctors and alternative healers, and what they've been able to do for me is limited.
What we really want you to hear from us is that there is never any advantage to you ever in focusing upon something unwanted and having a discussion about it, because it cannot go away until you either find a remedy that you believe will make it go away, or you withdraw your attention from it. In order to get it moving more in the direction of what you want, you have to discontinue the activation of the vibration. And we know it's not an easy thing, especially when there's something involved with your physical body. It's not easy to ignore what's going on. And yet, that is the work. You have to ignore unwanted while you amplify wanted. And there's something really wonderful about a physical condition or about anything unwanted, because it can give you a bounce. It can amplify your desire in a stronger way. But the thing that is a little tricky about it, when you have specific things that you know you do not want, even though it causes you to now have specific things that you know that you do want, is quite a vibrational jump between the not wanted and the wanted. Yes. Such a jump that most people don't make it. Yes. Especially since the persistence of the day-to-day experience is such that it keeps getting your attention and you keep renewing that vibration. So your work really to get as general as you can about it, because you have a chance to shift vibration if you go general. So can you remove yourself from the specifics of it long enough to have a general conversation? In other words, could you say, I have a temporary condition? Could you say, I have a temporary condition? Can you feel the softness of a temporary condition as compared to a chronic condition?
Yes.
Now, it can be chronic and temporary. In other words, it can be here, gone. In other words, it could be chronic and temporary. It can be eventually gone. But feel the difference. Feel the smoothness in the vibration when you call it temporary,
yes,
as compared to when you call it chronic. It's temporary. It's temporary. Well, what does temporary mean? It means not long-lasting. Not long-lasting. So just rest with that vibration, not long-lasting. And do that every time you can. Every time the subject of this comes to your mind, no matter what has caused the activation of it, if you will speak it in those terms, you will soften the vibration, and you'll begin seeing movement in the direction of what you are wanting.
I could also say that my body knows how to heal itself, and I need to trust that it will.
You can, but those are pretty specific words.
Okay.
And your current experience is sort of defying that.
Okay.
In other words, when something is happening that is big enough that it causes you to not believe the things that you're saying,
Yes.
then saying them doesn't do you any good.
Yes, you're right. Yes.
So that's why you want to say the things that are easy for you to believe.
Okay.
So what are some things that are easy for you to believe? Is it easy for you to believe that this is a temporary situation? Is it easy for you to believe it wasn't there, then it was, it can be not there again? We can see how you might feel that it's less than temporary if you'd had it every day of your life forever and ever and ever and ever, but you didn't.
No, I didn't.
You didn't. It's temporary. Yeah.
Okay.
That's clear, isn't it? And so simple, it must not be true. Abraham, really? All I have to do is just slow my thoughts down about unwanted things and speed my things up about wanted things. Because it's the emotional journey that you're looking for. The manifestation will come too, and it will be satisfying. So you've got to deactivate that precision and get general.
This content has been created with the sole intent of educating about, increasing awareness around, and deepening the understanding of the mind-body syndrome, and more broadly speaking, the mind-body-spirit connection. To hear this clip in its full context, please visit the original media source. And to learn more about the mind-body-spirit connection, you can visit howtosayfupolitely.com. Until next time, love your struggle and remain free.